Nathan Isaacks has been struggling with addiction his entire life, even to the point of being legally declared dead. Overdose after overdose, Isaacks struggled, but his personal dedication to recovery and help from a local treatment center in Midland helped him on his journey to a new sober life. I sat down with Isaacks to hear his story and how he wants to help others find the courage they need to get the help they deserve.
The reason why I first went to treatment and I sought out recovery was because I wanted to stop drinking and using. That was it. That was my only goal. What I've gotten in return is so much greater than that seems minuscule in comparison now. Not only am I not, chained to this chemical substance, but I've also gained in return this amazing life.
This November signifies 16 months of dedication towards recovery, and Isaac says that he is in a better place, a place he wants others to find. But recovery doesn't happen overnight. It can be a long and sometimes painful process, and that's something Isaacs knows firsthand.
So I started from the age of 12 and drank and used to the age of 30. Never was sober for a full week outside of a facility. The last 12 years I was an IV addict, and I did everything, every drug you can imagine, and I never thought that it was possible to actually truly stay sober.
By the age of 14, he was in a 9-month treatment center, but still struggled and says he was always in trouble with his family and the law.
I was always trying to outrun my problems. I thought if I just changed where I live and who I'm around, then I can stop drinking and using. I didn't realize that the problem wasn't here, and the problem was with me, my way of thinking.
The repercussions from his active addiction continued to get worse over time. Isaacs was once legally declared dead. He's overdosed several times to the point he was immune to Narcan, has had 2 grand mal seizures, and was arrested for several DUIs, and even survived a crash that rolled his truck 4 times while he was driving 95 miles per hour blackout drunk. But despite difficult times, Isaacs is spreading the message that addiction is a disease, and there is always hope, even in the darkest of days.
Being an addict and or an alcoholic doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're rotten at your core. A lot of us are very good people naturally. We just do things that we normally wouldn't do because of our disease. It alters our perception and the way that we view things and the way that we live our life.
Isaac says it took pure desperation not to be allowed to be a part of his niece and nephew's life for him to fully commit to treatment. But fast forward 31 years later, and Isaac says he's restored his relationship with his family, made things right with his grandma before she passed, and is now living life to the fullest, one day at a time.
I believe that everybody has something to give. They have something to give back to society, to the world at large, and it's up to them to find that, but the only way to do so is to first get clean and sober and allow that to develop in their life.
And Isaacs wants to encourage everyone who needs it to reach out for help. You are not alone. And you can even call the Springboard Center anonymously for free. Just ask any questions you have, which is where Isaacs sought treatment. But for more information and other resources and even an inside look into a 30-day treatment center, visit yourbasin.com.